Frustrated and confused. That's how two local mayors described their feelings as the search continues for a company to rebuild the Washington Bridge. Good evening, I'm Shannon Heggie. Today, Governor McKee and other state officials held a news conference to describe what's next after not one company submitted a bid to reconstruct the westbound side. But that news conference left more questions than answers. Lauren Brill has the details.
Well, the next step is issuing a request for information, which will allow the governor and his administration to figure out why companies did not bid on this project the first time around. And right now, there is some frustration regarding the lack of timeline. Some are doubting if the new westbound Washington Bridge will be able to open in August 2026. This is after Governor McKee admitted Tuesday he doesn't know when this project will be finished after receiving no bids to rebuild the new westbound Washington Bridge. Rhode Island Department of Transportation Director Peter Alviti says their original plan was overly ambitious.
With regard to the accelerated time frame, with the assignment of risk that we tried to make the contractors perform at a higher bar than we normally do.
Now they're scrapping the request for proposal process. The plan is for the state to issue a request for information, asking construction companies for input on the new bridge before they bid, and attempt to figure out what type of contract would be of interest. Mayor Brett Smiley says the RFI is the right move, but Providence residents are still left with questions.
Businesses have learned how to survive, but they need to know how long they need to survive for. And so the lack of a timeline is really frustrating.
Mayor Bob DeSilva tells me he's hopeful because it appears that the demolition process is still going ahead as scheduled, and he's heard that things are looking up.
I talked to various small businesses throughout the city. A lot of them are telling me that they're close to being back to pre-bridge closure. They see that more people are coming in. Since the third lane opened up, things are really starting to move. Now, are there some businesses that are still struggling? Absolutely.
Director Alviti says $300 million is still the target cost, but the total price is to be determined by market forces and interest level. And Governor McKee's legal team will hold their own news conference to address any questions surrounding the state's litigation strategy that's scheduled for Wednesday morning. In East Providence, Lauren Brill, 12 News.